Thanks to Supervive for sponsoring this video. This is Hanabi, probably one of the most hated heroes in the game. Despite being a ninja, she has almost zero mobility or dash skills to help her escape. The only thing she has is her passive, which allows her to be immune to crowd control, but that's really not enough, since enemies can just walk up to her. However, I've found something that really makes her pop off and do well, even in spite of all that. Huh? What's this portal doing here? Oh, looks like I've landed in Supervive, which is perfect because they're actually sponsoring today's video. Supervive is a game that just recently launched on Steam, made by a killer team of ex-devs from Riot, Bungie, and Activision Blizzard. If you watch my videos, then you'll know that creating and coming up with crazy strategies and builds is what I really love. And that's exactly what this game gives you the freedom to do. You can test out the hunters in practice mode and theory craft weird builds and strategies all by yourself. The game's sandbox potential is huge. You can unlock playstyle-altering relics as you play, theory craft, game-breaking builds, and then bring those loadouts into your matches in Supervive to take out the lobby. And there's no pay for power, ever. New hunters have been released every month since the start of open beta, and more are on the way. You can queue up as a solo player, or bring 2 friends to the fight. You can download the game through the link in my description and use my creator code to unlock Secret Agent Shiv. Big thanks to Supervive for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to it. Usually, the build path most players go for is to finish the Trinity, then go for Rose Gold and Malefic, or adjust, depending on the matchup. But I found a much better item build path. One where you can just stand your ground like a frontliner and take damage while still dealing damage to the enemy. Want to know how? Let me explain as we dive into the game. Okay, so the idea is simple, but yet really effective. I've tried this multiple times and the results were really good. Usually, this is the normal build path for most Hanabi players, but in this strat, we switch up the items a bit. You may think that I will have no damage, but that's where you're wrong. Hanabi actually has decent raw early damage. She can easily lane up and trade against most marksmen, if not all. I was able to snag in some early kills thanks to my team.
It's time to die!
This game, we had a diggy, so that's just another bonus for me.
Any last words?
Yes, I'm fucking dead.
Most marksmen would have just died or backed out with their abilities here, but not me. I'm the frontline Hanabi.
You think you can kill me because of it?
I have the bonus of both Ages and Rose Gold from the start, so I can easily tank through most bursts during the first few minutes. Thus, enemies are not able to shut me down early on.
I have Rose Gold, dog.
I bought Wind of Nature thinking I would need it, but it only ended up being useless by delaying my damage. Next game, I'll just be sure to go for the Trinity build like I showed, but at least it helped me to tank and survive here. Anyways, this game was just straight-up domination, and we ended up winning fairly easily. Also, I really didn't get to do anything flashy, so it may not look as amusing, but the endgame score tells otherwise. Let's hope the next game will be more interesting. If you're wondering why I make Malefic Gun as my second item, it is because with this build, since I will be out there frontlining for myself, I want to have as much reach as possible. The thing with why I think Hanabi has good potential, even to work in high elo, is because, usually it's the Dark System players who play her. And the reason they play her is because to them, she's a strong hero, since probably they do well with her. And if even those players can play her somewhat well, then in the right hands, she's probably really strong, right? But that's just a theory. And just like the last game, they sent their mid-trio to try and shut me down, but little did they know, they were going against the frontliner Hanabi.
Try harder next time.
I have no idea why the enemies here just ignored me like I was a job application and allowed me to free hit the entire fight. Only the Kimmy tried to kill me last moment, but one hero really isn't enough to kill Frontliner Hanabi. I thought at least Lapu would come for me, but even he jumped right ahead of me.
You've made a big mistake.
What are you thinking?
A Hanabi when fed is probably the strongest during the mid-game. She can just shred away at the enemy's health.
You wanna fight me, huh?
I think it's really interesting that while playing Hanabi, you don't really need to worry about who you're hitting. You just need to be hitting someone, and you'll be doing damage to the rest as well, which is probably why the Malefic gun really works well on her.
Will you ever learn?
Well, this build, like I said, is actually working really well. While it is very plain and simple, it doesn't really need to be flashy as long as it's winning you games, is it? Wan is one of the strongest gold laners in the current patch. She's getting banned pretty much every game, even despite of getting nerfed. However, I believe that Hanabi can do pretty well against her in lane.
You're all dead!
I was pretty much able to bully them throughout the whole laning phase, which was pretty fun.
Fucking die, bitch.
Bruh.
I could guess that their Julian would probably be on my lane waiting for me, or trying to gank me since I was really ahead.
Hey, guess who's here?
As a marksman, being able to predict such things are the most basic fundamentals.
Are you stupid or something?
Dead meat, buddy.
If you're a brain-dead player like me who doesn't like to have to click too many buttons while playing the game, then playing Hanabi with this build is perfect for you. All you gotta do is hit the enemies from one place and use your abilities without thinking too much about your positioning. You can just relax and play the game.
Okay.
Any last word?
Hanabi can easy siege towers thanks to her passive, which allows her basic attacks to even bounce through buildings. Everything seemed to be going well, but that was until suddenly. I started to lag all of a sudden just like that. I was not able to move for a good amount of time, and my team started to lose. The enemies were able to take advantage of it and take the objectives and cleared out all our turrets. I was suspicious that maybe someone in the house might be using Wi-Fi to download. And guess what? It was my brother updating his games, so I smacked him in his head and told him to turn it off. After the lag was gone and I was able to participate in team fights, we were able to swing back into the game and recover. In conclusion, this build is actually decent. Probably one of the simpler things I've done on this channel, but it works really well. You can try it out yourself, or maybe you already do. Although I really haven't seen anyone use it yet, so I hope more people do. Especially my teammates who auto-lock Hanabi. Also, if you made it this far, make sure to check out Supervive. Links in the description, and don't forget to use my creator code to unlock Secret Agent Shiv while it's still available.